Hi there, I'm Lisa from Mythical Witchery. Welcome to my channel, and if you've been here before, welcome back. Well, today I have happy mail. I've just received this. I'm so excited, and I thought that I would unbox it with you and we can have a first look at this incredible deck together. So this is the long-awaited second edition of the Victorian Faery Tarot by Linnea Weatherstone. This deck was first published in 2013 as a mass market edition by Llewellyn. It's now out of print and has been widely counterfeited. This new edition launched on Kickstarter by the creator in 2023, so 10 years later. It's essentially the same but with new backs. It's got some fancy gold edges, and oh my god, I am so excited about this. I missed the Kickstarter due to budgetary constraints, but I was fortunate to receive one of a limited number of copies of this deck, which are now available for sale on Linnea's website. The link to that will be in the description box below the video. So let me grab my knife, I'll open this up and we'll take a look. Oh, and here we go. Oh, wow. Oh, my gosh. Okay, let me just get the plastic off here. Okay. So just a note about the names on the box. Linnea Weatherstone is the actual creator of the deck. The art is by Gary A. Lippincott. Wonderful artist. This deck was designed and produced by Carrie Paris. You may be familiar with Carrie. She's done a number of decks. Very, very talented lady. So that is, look at this box. Amazing. It's nice, thick box as well. And then on the back, it says, in the tradition of the classic fairy artists of the 19th and early 20th centuries, the Victorian Fairy Tarot draws you into a complex fairy society that mirrors the mortal Victorian world. From Linnea Weatherstone, she did the Forest of Enchantment Tarot and the Mystical Cats Tarot. And, I lost my place. An acclaimed fantasy artist, Gary A. Lippincott. This set includes a 78 card tarot deck, a mini version of the deck, so you can tuck the fairies into your pocket, and a guidebook full of Victorian fairy lore and tarot wisdom, suitable for tarot beginners and adepts alike. So it is a magnetic closure box, keepsake box. So look at this. Wow. Can you hear it? A faint phrase of fleeting melody, as if a tiny harp has been struck nearby. A haunting strain from echoing pipes that draws you on through the bluebells, luminous in the dusk. Tiny hands tug at your clothing and your hair. The fairies have found you. Wow. Okay. So there's also a certificate of authenticity, which in this world of counterfeits, this is wonderful to have. So if I ever did decide to part with this deck, which I can't see myself doing, but you never know, then this declares that this is an authentic first edition of the independently published Victorian Fairy deck. Fairy deck? Fairy deck. It's a little early in the morning here. Coffee hasn't quite kicked in. So here we've got a little box that says thank you from the Victorian Fairy Tarot. And just slide this out here. Okay, so inside this box, let's see here, we've got a number of postcards, and I believe there's supposed to be 10 of them. Here, let me just move this to the side a little bit so we can have a better look at these. Wow. Oh, that's beautiful. Fairy post. Oh, I love these. These are so cute. And you know what's nice about these is they're just a perfect size. They look like they're about 4 by 6, I guess. Or I think that's A5 size. Maybe A6. Yeah. So you could even frame those if you like. It'd be a lovely little cluster of fairy pictures. Oh, that's amazing. Love that. Okay, what else do we have here? Oh, Victorian Faery field notes. So a nice little notebook with all kinds of sweet Victorian art inside. That's really sweet. And a reading cloth. Oh, that's lovely. I'm not sure, but it feels like it might be silk, possibly. Oh, that's really, really pretty. Very sheer cloth. Oh, that's lovely. Really pretty. Okay, let me just carefully fold that up. And we'll put these aside. I didn't do a very good job of folding that. I'm just going to carefully slide these into this bag. Actually, we'll just pop these back into the little box. And all of these were stretch goals that were met during the campaign, which is really lovely. So I'm just going to put these to the side. Actually, maybe I'll just spread that out and we can enjoy looking at it while we look at the rest of this deck. Make sure I get it the right way up here. There we go. Oh, that's pretty. Really pretty. Oh, I'm delighted about that. I didn't think I was going to get a cloth, but I did. That's really great. Okay, so let's see what else is in this beautiful presentation box here. Okay, so we've got a book, hardcover book. Wow, look at that. Beautiful. Perfect bound book. Oh, it's lovely. Look at that. Wow, this is gorgeous. Even got a ribbon. Oh, that's exciting. I love a ribbon. You know, I don't know. Is that sad that a little thing like a ribbon makes me happy? I don't know. Maybe it is, but I don't care. Because I do love a ribbon. I think it just, especially when you've got a beautiful hardbound book like that, having a ribbon in it is just, yes, perfect. Really nice. Okay. And then we've got the full-size deck. A little bit of damage on the box. That's a shame. That's okay, though. Not a big deal. Not like we're going to be looking inside the box very much. Ooh. Wow. Okay. So, not a great inside of the box, but I'm not going to be opening that very often anyway. So, not a big deal. Not a big deal. Okay. So, we've got a full-size copy of the deck and a mini as well. I'm probably, well, I think I will open the mini. We'll have a look at that after. If I remember, I'll do my best to remember. Okay. And the deck. Okay, so we've got the full-size deck, we've got the mini deck, and the guidebook. I'm just going to set that to the side. I'll set the mini to the side for the moment while we look at the deck. Now this truly is a first impressions. When this came out on Kickstarter, I had a quick look through the art, just enough to see that I loved it. I actually did back it, and then I canceled my pledge because budget concerns. So it's got a 2-part box, and these are the cards. So, well, got a bit of a bow there. You see that? That's a bit of a shame. Yeah, you can really see it from the side there, how that curves. But it's all right. It's all right. Now let's have a look at the backs. Oh, these are pretty. Really pretty. Fully reversible. And this nice gold gilding. Okay, I'm going to zoom this in so we can get a better look at these cards and I don't have to lift them up to the camera. All right, so we've got our Fool card. Let me just make sure that's in frame there. I think it is. It's so pretty. The Conjurer, love this. The Cirrus, or Cirrus, which of course is the High Priestess. Isn't she magnificent? Oh my goodness. I love that. We've got a High Priestess card here where she's obviously older, wiser, more experienced. I love that. That's great. Gorgeous. The Empress. Oh. The Emperor. This is such a cool deck. A little bit stuck together here, but once I get them unstuck the first time, they won't be stuck again. The Vicar, or the Hierophant. And we've got the Fairy Bride. Wow. So instead of the Lovers, that's really nice. I like that. The Chariot. I love this, that this little fairy chariot is being pulled by a magpie. That's fantastic. That. Fortitude, or Strength. Love that beehive there. A little slippery. The Hermit. Oh, love the lantern in the tree there, and the owl here. Oh, these cards are beautiful. Really beautiful. The Wheel of Time. You know, I'm so glad that I was able to get a copy of this. I was really disappointed afterwards. It was one of those things I was like, oh, I wish I hadn't canceled my pledge. The Magistrate, or Justice. And then, of course, I was kicking myself. But, you know, you've got to, you really shouldn't do something that you can't afford to do. And that hasn't always been an easy thing. But, you know, it's the adult thing, isn't it? Vision, or the Hanged Man. Oh, he's caught in a spider web here. Death. Aww. Look at all these little fairies, and they're all weeping over the death of this bird. She's holding a feather in her hands. Wow. Temperance. Beautiful. Okay, this is cool. So instead of the devil, we've got Goblin Market. Oh, that's really neat. I like that. And the Burning Oak. So this, of course, is the tower. And we got the tree on fire up there, and all the fairies fleeing from their burning home. The stars. The moon. Oh, so pretty. I remember when this deck was first published by Llewellyn back in 2013. And I was taking a break from my practice at that time, but I had seen it, and there was part of me that thought, oh, I'd like to get that, but you know, because I wasn't active in my practice, I didn't. So, the sun. The Awakening, or Judgment. I don't know if you could hear, but Oreo, I've locked them out of the room when I'm filming here right now. He's crying at the door. And the Worlds. Beautiful. Oh, there's some extra cards. Looks like there were extras added. So or unless maybe I'm misunderstanding that. Yeah, I'm misunderstanding. So this is the page. And let me just check. I want to double check because I don't want to say what these suits are until I double check it. So, sorry, I'm just going into... Okay, so the wands are spring, the cups are summer, the pentacles are autumn, and the swords are winter. Okay, and so we've got the page. So this is the Page of Wands, Herald of Spring. Then we've got the Knight, the Queen, and the King. Ace of Spring Wands. Love this kite here with a little butterfly on it. Oh, sorry for that noise. They're trying to get the door open. The Two of Wands. Wow, look at that. Love this. The Three. Oh, I love this. The Four. The art is absolutely exquisite. Five of Wands. The Six. Seven. Defending his crops there from the birds. Eight of Spring. I like that. Okay, so this is what got to be one of my favorite Eight of Wands. Look at that. We don't have any wands flying across the sky, but they're shooting their arrows. That is fantastic. Really like that a lot. And the Nine of Wands. And then the 10. Look at this guy here. He's had enough. He's exhausted. He's about done with it. Okay, so moving into the cups. Just straighten these a little bit. And we have got the Page. So the Herald of Summer or the Page of Cups. The Knight. The Queen. And the King. So I guess I should correct myself. At the beginning I said this was the long-awaited second edition. Technically speaking, this is the first edition of the independently published deck. So not a second edition, technically. Okay, got some cards stuck here. Just unstick them. So King of Cups. I just want to try and be accurate. And the Ace of Cups, or the Ace of Summer. Love that. This little picnic basket here with the wine in it. The Two of Summer. Sweet little ferry boat there. The Three. Oh, look at them playing. Oh my gosh, I'm so happy that I got this deck. The Four of Cups. The Five. This is a really nice Five of Cups. The water washing away that beautiful sand castle. She's looking quite devastated. No other feeling. Five of Cups. And then we've got the Six. Oh. All that nostalgia there. A grandmother looking at her little, assuming this is the grandmother looking at the grandchildren playing. And the 7. All the different choices of hats here that she's got. Obviously out shopping. It's like these cards are telling a story, and there's so much in them. You know, you can, when I first looked at this card, I was like, what's going on here? And then I realized she was trying on a hat, and there's all these other hats that are being offered to her, and she's got all this choice. I love this. Absolutely love this. Gosh, I'm glad I'm so lucky to get this. 8 of Cups. I'm going to be doing very soon, I hope soon, a Fae and Fairy deck collection video. So if you're interested in seeing what decks I've got in my collection, it's not a huge collection, but it's actually it's a pretty good size collection. And make sure you subscribe to my channel so you don't miss that video. This is the 8 of Cups. Love this. Really beautiful, so poignant. Off he goes with his bag. He's out of there. And the 9. And the 10 of Summer or Cups. Such a beautiful summer day. Just enjoying the sunshine. All these little fairies here playing and loving the summer. And then we've got the Suit of Autumn or Pentacles, starting with the page. Love this. And the Knight, oh look at him riding that turtle, which is so perfect because, you know, the Knight of Pentacles, generally speaking, he's on his horse, but he's not going anywhere. He's just looking out over the fields and, you know, carefully planning what he's going to do next. And here we've got the fairy knight standing on a turtle that's going nowhere fast. Love that. The Queen. That's beautiful. And the King. And then, of course, we've got the Ace of Pentacles. I love that we've got an apple here, of course, with the pentagon shape. Pentagon? Pentacle. Pentagon. Oh my goodness. Octagon. I was thinking octagon. So yes, pentacle shape in the middle of the apple. And the 2. Look at this leg out to the side there. Oh, that's so cute. He's desperately trying to hold on to his bread and stay balanced on that cycle that he's on there. It looks like this mouse might be playing with the spokes as well, or trying to catch the loaves. That's probably what it is. He's trying to catch the little loaves of bread that this fairy is dropping. I love that. You could tell you could write an entire short story just looking at these cards. I might try doing that. The 3 of Pentacles. All of these fairies working together, collaborating on this job. That's cool. Love this. The Four of Pentacles, or Autumn. A squirrel, give me your nut. This very thing. Stay away from my nut. These nuts are mine. I love this card. Oh, it's absolutely perfect. Okay, Five of Pentacles. Try and keep these so that they're not showing the cards underneath too much. Love this. And the Six. Oh, they're beautiful. The Seven. And the Eight of Autumn, or Pentacles. Love how he's carving this very fey looking musical instrument. The Nine of Pentacles. Oh, look at her there. She's worked hard for her comfortable life that she's enjoying. The fruits of all of her hard work. Beautiful card. The 10. And moving into the final suit, we've got the Swords, and starting with the Page of Winter. The Knight, charging downhill on his bear, assuming that's a bear, I think. Ooh, Queen of Swords, look at her on her icy throne there. Oh, I love this. Oh my goodness, the King. I think the kittens have given up. They're amusing themselves out there somewhere. And oh, the Ace of Swords with that icicle. Look at that. Oh, how perfect. How perfect. The Two of Winter, or Swords. The Three. This is an interesting Three of Swords. So we've got all of the Fae here, and they're all watching this production, which is very dramatic, of, well, we can imagine lost love or some kind of devastating tragedy. A little bit of shock here in the audience. That's cool. That's actually really cool. Not quite how I think of the Three of Swords, but still very cool. Four of Swords. What a beautiful card. Looks like he's covered here with the wing. With a wing possibly of a blue jay or something similar. Just staying warm, having a rest. Oh, the Five of Swords. Oh, naughty little fairies picking on these poor little hedgehogs. The 6 of Swords are Winter on their swan boat, leaving behind the cold, probably. Gorgeous. The 7, sneaking off with their goods from the larder there. Even the mouse or the rat here taking part in that. And we've got the 8 of Swords, or 8 of Winter. She does not look very happy. The 9. And the 10. Okay, so I'm going to give these a shuffle. We'll just see how they shuffle. And then afterwards, I will show you the mini deck. I love this. Absolutely love it. It's absolutely enchanting. Absolutely, absolutely. Somehow I turned these backwards. That little bit of a bow. I might be able to work that out. They have a lovely shuffle. Really lovely. Too bad about the bow. I wonder if anybody else had this with their deck. A bow. Or if I was just unlucky. I don't know. Let's see how they fan out beautifully. Really nice. Really nice. Okay. I'll put these in the box. And then we'll just take a really quick look at the mini here. Obviously, we don't need to look at all the cards. It is a different cover card, though, from the full-size deck. But how cute. And I believe these were a stretch goal. So, to compare them in size to the full size, you can see that there a bit of edging came off there. They're quite a bit smaller than the full-size deck, which is really nice. If you like to take your cards with you but don't want to carry around a full-size deck. So these are really, really cute. Oh, these are adorable. Absolutely adorable. Let's just see how they shuffle. They seem to be the same thickness. Oh, but they've got a nice little, whoops. She says, they're very flexible, these. They seem to be the same thickness, but they actually seem to be a little bit more flexible. Which often, on a mini, if they've stayed with the same cardstock and not gone thinner, They can be a little harder to shuffle, but those were not bad at all. So, that is the mini deck. I should do a video showing all my minis. I don't have a lot of minis, maybe 10 or 12, but still, let's take a little bit closer look at this guidebook. In the glorious reign of Her Majesty Queen Victoria. Okay, let's just read this page. This is great. The Victorian Faery Tarot. Being a compendium of knowledge and observation concerning fairy society in the glorious reign of Her Majesty Queen Victoria, wherein are discussed fairy lives and lore, habits and philosophies, affording much information not often or easily obtained, and whereupon the beautiful, the wonderful, and the wise may be found. How cute. So, section on the Victorians and their fairies, why believe in fairies, a few fairy facts and fancies, the eloquence of flowers, and then a guide to all of the cards. This talks about how the Victorians took their fairies seriously. They did. Fairy facts and fancies. Questions like, can fairies fly? Are all fairies very small? Are fairies immortal? And are they dangerous? The eloquence of flowers. Victorian fairies are fluent in the language of flowers. Many of the cards feature flowers or trees with traditional meanings, and these are mentioned in the descriptions. A whole list of all the different flowers that you'll see and what they mean. A list of the cards and alternate names should they have been changed. Minors. Let's see some spreads. So single card, a 3 card, Titania's Dream, a 7 card spread, so that looks like an 8 card spread with a significator card. And then it gives a write-up here and what it means if you get this card in the reading and the meaning in a nutshell. It's a little poem for each of these cards. Let's see if it's the same with the minors. And yeah, it looks like it is. Something from poetry or literature. Oh, that's great. I love it. I am absolutely delighted. Okay, so my final thoughts on this. I'm thrilled, absolutely thrilled. This is everything I hoped it would be and more. Thrilled to get a copy of this. If you missed out and you really want a copy of this, and you can afford it and all that stuff, I wouldn't waste much time because I know there are a limited number of these available. So as I said, I have linked the website in the description box below. Thank you so much for joining me today for this unboxing and first look at the Victorian Faery Tarot. My first look at it, maybe yours as well. As always, I love having you join me and I love sharing my decks with you. I will talk to you soon, and until next time, may love and laughter light your days. Bye for now.